Shall we move on to the big news, boys? We got the big news. Do we do a devs listened moment? I don't know. It's kind of cringe. But anyway, we have got some cool news. The Arknights Endfield Zeroth Directive Dev Comm is up. And we've got some cool information in here, guys, okay? So this went up today, just over an hour and a half ago, actually, I believe. So, dear Administrator, ever since the official release of Arknights Endfield, Talos 2 has welcomed numerous explorers and builders of boundless passion, intellect, and a spirit of altruism. Together, administrators from across the world filled the world of Endfield with life and riches. As of February 1st, 2026, paratransmission lines laid down by every administrator of the world have reached a total length of 42,195,200. What is that? Is that 42,195,240,313 meters? I'm terrible with big numbers. And another big number as well. That's 23 million shared facilities have received repairs. An easy stash facility located in the hub of Valley 4 also received the most installations and repairs, totaling 4,342,952 repairs. We hereby thank administrators of the entire world for your efforts in joint construction and mutual support. Nice. To make team creation easier for administrators and improve the early game experiences. Here we go. This is the big stuff. This is the big stuff. The early game experiences in combat and exploration. All administrators who complete the main mission, Chapter 1, Process 1, Break the Siege, shall receive a progress reward. Designation Selection Permit ×1. Use this permit to designate and acquire one of the 6-star operators featured in basic headhunting banner. So, we've got the selector here, guys. You can use this to designate and acquire one of the following 6-star operators: Ardelia, Pogranchik, Lasroit, Ember, and Li Feng. Saw a lot of people in chat actually saying they're probably going to go for Helga. It seemed like Helga and Lasroit, out of everybody, seemed to be their go-to. So, this is great. This is great. Apparently, this is going to be going up in a few hours, right? I believe. Okay, well, hold up. Hold up. Ian, read. This item will be delivered by mail. Administrators who have already completed or will be completing said mission will receive the item after a quick update on February 5th. Okay, so be tomorrow for me, or early hours of the morning. So, yeah, a couple of hours time. I don't know, 10, 12 hours, something like that. 10 hours. Okay, there you go. Ian actually can read chat, just a little bit delayed. We'll consider sending this progress reward item via an in-game feature so that receiving the item will be more in. Oh, okay. So we might actually have like a process within the game where we can just receive stuff like this for in the future, I guess. Interesting. Okay, so I'm guessing that might be just like you finish the mission, boom, it pops up, and then you can select the character in that sense or something like that, rather than having to go to the mail, because, you know, some people do miss the mail, I guess. So the idea that they're going to do something like that's kind of cool, but the idea that we're getting a 6-star selector is cool. It's cool, right? It is cool. You're so torn between Li Feng and Lasroit. See, for me, it's Helga and Lasroit as well. Because, like, at first, it was just Helga, and I really want Helga. But I'm seeing more and people using Lasroit now. She looks kind of banging, right? She actually looks kind of banging, so I don't know. So, 6-star selector, choose your fighter. Awesome to see. Let's see what else we've got in here, because we have got some stuff. We've got optimizations, and we've also got some stuff regarding pulls as well. So, meanwhile, during the last 2 weeks, the project team has received plenty of valuable suggestions from multiple channels, including surveys, customer support feedback, and community discussions. We have referenced these suggestions as well as the administrator's in-game behavioral data to improve the in-game content. The previous update optimized the claiming of AIC factory simulation rewards and reduced the stats and or resistances of certain enemies. In addition to these tweaks, we hope that our dev comms will provide timely and comprehensive updates on optimizations that are ready to go, as well as those in the works for future updates. Good to hear. Communication is key. We want to hear that communication, right? Optimizations ready to go. Here we go. Enemy stats optimization. To improve the administrator's exploration experience, we have lowered enemy levels at various exploration levels, including exploration level 6. Enemy level is reduced from 60 to 55. The pulse adjustment of level 55 enemies drop the same loot as the pre-adjustment level 60 enemies. Okay, all right. So it's just making exploration a little bit less frustrating when you're leveled up to not be fighting such I guess they're giving you a little bit more cannon fodder, right, when you're doing a bit of exploration, really. And then, yeah. See, for me, with stuff like this, I would rather them bring in something where you can just tweak those things. But I suppose you can with just your level, right? You know, but I would like a little bit of control over it. So I've leveled up, but you know what? I want to reduce them. I want to up them just to give me a bit of freedom. Just let me control that, right? Level 7 enemies have been reduced from 70 to 60. The pulse adjustment, level 60 enemies drop the same loot. So you're not getting nerfed loot-wise. They're just not going to cause you so much hassle when you're just trying to do stuff, I guess. Early game operator progression support. Administrators who reach authority level 16, 17, and 18 will directly receive a number of ferrium components. Great. For assembling blue quality gear. That's good. Because when you're early on, you are like, shit, I need ferrium. And do you know what I did in the beta and this game? Because I hadn't unlocked the pack near the Science Park. I just built a power line from the pack all the way to, you know, that ferrium mine near the fucking Science Park. I don't mean reducing the exploration level. I mean just having control over it. Bloody fish, you know? So I can be at level 6, but, you know, it don't really matter. I just like ultimate control over stuff like that. It don't really matter, though. I know you can fiddle around with your levels and stuff, but I don't know. I just like extra little options for me, personally. So, yeah, this is good, right? Because, as I say, I was straight out there, building a huge power line all through the hub. You know, you go into my hub and there's power lines coming through the hub and everything. So upon reaching each, administrators to reach authority level 28, 29, and 30 will receive some crystal components. Good as well, because this just allows you to get to sorting your gear out without having to worry about doing all the factory stuff as well. So this is good, right? They're allowing people to push forward with certain, like, you're still going to have to engage with the factory, right? But they are definitely working for the people who are finding frustrations within the factory system. This is good, right? This is good. You know, as somebody who believes, like, if you don't like the factory at all in this game's not for you. But I still do think they should make it as engaging as possible and maybe reduce small frustrations that people might be having, you know? So, yeah, I can get down with that. Upon reaching each of the authority levels listed above, administrators will receive enough components to assemble 4 pieces of gear. That's cool then, so you can fill out one team of the listed quality. This will improve combat experience before the administrators construct and develop their AIC factories. Administrators who have already reached the listed authority levels shall receive compensation items. Okay, cool. So we'll get a little bit of extra. I wonder what we get then. Will we get just more components? You're not going to necessarily need those components, so what will we get then? Yeah, it's good QOL, because there is those points, isn't there, when it's like, right, I want this extra bit of better gear. Although you can still fight a lot of stuff at lower levels in this game, where it's like, shit, oh no, now I've got to grind to a halt and do this. And some people might be at a particular point in the game where they're like, I want to go fight this thing, and I really could do with the gear. So I like that. I do like that. So the AIC factory control optimizations. Here we go. A feature to quickly switch all selected facilities on and off has been added to the top view mode. Okay, nice. This will make it easier for administrators to quickly allocate power resources during low power. Really like that. That's actually really cool. That's actually really cool, that is. Map experience optimizations, distribution of nearby enemies for several TP points, rare material gathering sites, and mining spots. Yeah, you do actually, BS, yeah. And mining spots on the map have been adjusted to improve the administrator's experience when setting up AIC facilities in these locations. Okay. Other optimizations, adjusted difficulty designs for a number of percussive devices. These optimizations will be released in-game with a quick update scheduled on February the 5th, 2026 at 8 AM to 8:10 AM UTC plus 8. So there you go, guys. That's where we're probably going to be getting SELECTOR as well, I'm assuming, right? So, several optimizations in the works for future updates. This is what we're getting in the next patch. This is what's in the works for future stuff. So let's have a look at this then. Several optimizations in the works for future updates. Additionally, based on long-term monitoring of in-game data and feedback from our community, we will continue to work on various optimizations for future updates. Most of these changes will be released within the next 2 updates. Okay, cool. So they're coming quickly then, I'm assuming. They include, but are not limited to, the following: resource allocation and experience optimization, adding more early game headhunting resources and sources. So, if you don't have enough gambling in your gambling game, Hypergryph are coming through for you. You're gonna be able to gamble more, chat, okay? So if you needed that itch scratching early on, and there's too much game in your game, you're getting more headhunting resources. Listen, I'm happy about this as well. Look, I'm not one of those people that's like, give me pulls, I need them now, I need them now, I need them now. But I'll never, never look a gift horse in the mouth, right? If you're going to give me extra pulls, I'm going to say, thank you, sir. Is there anything else I can do to get more? Please, right? So, I'll take that. Adding more sources to AIC quota as players have reflected the limited amount of AIC quota available during early game. Cool. Optimizing several tasks in the operation manual. Cool. Optimizing protocol spaces for materials. Players can now challenge these protocol spaces with their team at max HP. Sweet. So, what does that specifically mean there? Does that mean that it'll just automatically fill your health back up again? Because that's something that I hate sometimes in games. You know when like you're doing content like that, where you're doing farming, but you've decided to challenge a bit of farming, say just a little bit higher level, and you get one unit gets knocked out, and then you have to back out to get them revived to come back, kind of thing. Is that what they're saying there? Is that what they're saying there? When you would do protocol space, if you were damaged, you didn't heal, the fight was over. So is that what they're saying there? You're just going to be back to health? Okay, cool. Yeah, that's cool, because I hate that in games. When it's like, bro, I'm trying to farm. Look, don't make me go heal. Don't make me go heal. Just heal me. That's, okay. All right, big. That's big. That's big. Okay. AIC Factory, optimizing the display of shared facilities in cutscenes. Okay. Optimizing the management of shared facilities so that they can be deleted directly from the map screen. Okay. Optimizing the quick stash logic of filled bottles. Okay. Optimizing the UI so that players' own zipline facilities can be better distinguished. Yes. Yes. Because sometimes somebody will put like a good zipline in a good area and you automatically forget, because it's connected up to your network, that it wasn't yours. You forget to repair it, or you don't play for a day or two. You come back and you're like, fuck. I've got to build that now. So yeah, definitely. I'd like that. So just so I know that I'm like, okay, that's not mine. Remember, I need to build something there just in case. So yeah. Adding the mini-map during ziplining to improve navigation during exploration. Okay, small one. But yeah, that's cool. Yeah, that's cool. Can't moan about that. Increasing the max. I didn't even notice that the mini-map went away. I'm not going to lie. I suppose it's just because I'm concentrating on zipping about and enjoying. I didn't notice that. Increasing the maximum zoom out of top mode. Oh, yes, big. That's good. So you're going to be able to see more of your factory. Yeah, I think that's needed, right? I think that's needed, definitely. I bet you'll notice frame drops with that though, maybe. But that is good. Adding a feature on PC that lets players exit top view mode by pressing the escape key. Yes. Because the amount of times I'll do that and go into menu by mistake. I do that all the time. I'll press escape into the menu. Fuck, escape. Shit, back in top mode. It's an idiot's problem, but I'm an idiot, so. Allowing AIC facility construction outside the core AIC area. Optimizing the display of completed simulations and adding engraved medals for completing simulations. Cool. Interactions and quality of life. Here we go. No more caps lock shit. Caps, escape, caps every time. Okay, I'm glad I'm not the only one. All right, we can all be done together. I like that. Okay, some QOL. Interactions. Optimizing the acceptance of new missions after mission completion to improve the clarity of mission guidance and navigation. Okay. Adding tips for missions that can unlock new areas. Okay, cool. Optimizing the mail cache. Rare gatherables can now go to the mail cache and directly move to the depot once claimed. Cool. Optimizing the appearance and frequency of red dot reminders so that they become less intrusive. Okay, yeah, because I must admit, that's one thing that triggers me in games, especially when, when you've got lots of things to... It's like, I don't have to clear them, but I need to. Optimize the display of materials left in rare gathering sites. Okay, that's cool, yeah. Optimizing the controller experience and making controller button remapping more comprehensive. Now, I can't speak on that. Is that something that... Well, I'm gathering it needed work, right? So that's cool then, for you guys who are using controller on mobile, console, and obviously the people using controller on PC as well. So that's really cool. Yeah, that's dope, actually. Add a quick claiming feature for cabin products and auto production setup feature for production cabins aboard the Zhejiang. Okay, that's cool. Adding it because I think a lot of people will find fiddling around with the Zhejiang kind of boring, kind of boring and just an annoyance, if I'm honest. So any streamlining of that I think's a good thing. Adding a quick claim feature for clues and add an auto clue placement. Was there not a quick claim feature for the clues? Was there not? Auto clue placement feature for the reception room aboard the Zhejiang, adding a remote quick claim feature for the recycling station that becomes available after meeting certain criteria. Okay, these are these are perfect, like, quality of life things, right? Little things individually, you know, it's like, okay, cool, but as you start stacking them, it's okay, we're getting a better experience now. This is a lot of quality of life. That's not like, that's not just like one random, there's a lot here actually, isn't there? There's actually quite a lot here, so this is cool to see. Okay, combat. Optimizing visual cues and effects that appear when the enemies are about to attack. Okay. And we'll be interested to see what that looks like. Optimizing teammate support in picking up drops and loot. Yeah, I think sometimes there can be a little bit like, they're a little bit behind, right? They're a little bit behind, it feels sometimes, you know? You're like there spamming that one thing, they're standing there and they're like, oh, you want me to get it? Oh, okay, I'll get it. So, yeah, seeing that optimized would be nice. Optimizing teammates following actions, movement paths, and collision effects. Yeah, because sometimes they do get themselves into some odd spots, right? Odd spots. Have you ever had it? Especially when you exit, you know, after you've fought the, forgot what it's called. Is it the Triangulos? You know, when you fight him at the tree, the base of the tree, and you've got the big zip line to go out to the, Originium, like, cave. And you go up that zip line. Did any of you guys get that where, like, Arknight was just following me the whole way up, just, like, falling off, coming back on, falling off, over and over again. So I wonder if it'll fix stuff like that as well. Optimizing the logic for exiting battles. Okay. We hope that the aforementioned optimizations and changes will give our administrators a better gaming experience. Other improvements also in the works. We will constantly reference our administrators' feedback and suggestions in the future. We will continue to use dev comms as the means to convey and introduce our latest optimizations. Damn, I think we got a devs moment. Devs listen moment, guys. Yeah, 6-star selector, more pulls, fucking less annoying enemies in the overworld, good AIC optimizations as well. Yeah, there's some cool optimizations in here. Some little ones that make a big difference when put together. And of course, even as somebody who hasn't been out here complaining about pulls, like, I do think this game is a little bit more, it's not that it's backloaded, you just need to do stuff to get them right, rather than it just being front-loaded, thrown at you at the start to get you to just instantly engage with the gacha. It is good that we get more pulls, all right. Hey, look. End of the day, I play gacha games as well, right? Just because I don't need to degen on every banner, I still would like more pulls. More pulls equals less potential of spending. End of the day. Simple, right? It's a good thing. There's no way to get around it, right? And obviously, getting a 6-star selector as well is a good thing also. The question is, do you reckon this was always planned, or do you reckon this might be a little bit of response to the whole PayPal situation? But yeah, I'd be interested to see what happens when that's all resolved as well, because there was no mention of the elephant in the room. When's PayPal coming back, bro? Like, when's PayPal coming back? I want to fucking swipe, man. Right? I don't want to have to put my bank details on there, because I usually just fucking use PayPal. Like, I want to pull. Well, I don't actually want to pull. I want to buy a couple of packs. That's what I want to do. I want to buy the $1 weapon pack. I want to buy that. And I want to buy a couple of packs as well, actually. And I'm kind of contemplating getting the monthly also, even though I don't think the monthly is the best thing in this game. And plus, I'm going to need to buy the battle pass again soon. I want to buy the battle pass, so get that shit turned on, man. Get that shit turned on. Last in free to play. Get that shit turned on. So, yeah, all in all, good DevCom. I think it's a W DevCom, right? More pulls, 6-star selector, bunch of cool optimizations and QOLs. Good to see. All we got to hope for now is that this is a thing that gets fixed as well. This might not be mentioned in there. I would have thought it might have been, but maybe, you know, it might be just a hidden update that just gets pumped out and, you know, they don't really speak on it too much. It's not something that they're going to want to advertise, right? Oh, the game's got memory leaks. You know, it's just a thing that they'll probably quietly fix and not even, you know, unless you ask, not even acknowledge it sort of thing. But yeah, cool. Great to see. Yeah, man. Yeah, W. Love to see.